Hey guys, so today we're having a look at how to use informal speech. This is a very common thing, a very useful thing to know. So when do we use informal speech? We use it when we're talking to close friends and classmates, to host brothers and sisters, and to yourself. You use informal speech. And why is that? Well, informal speech does not show deference to the person addressed, so it allows you to sound warm and friendly. The use of the mas or des forms to classmates and close friends can make you sound distant and reserved. It's not an overly welcoming way of speaking because it's so polite. If you use informal speech to people who are not close friends, such as teachers, people who are senior to you, shop assistants, taxi drivers, you'll actually sound quite rude and brash. So just be careful there. Stick with the des mas form in those situations. And in Japan, senior staff in offices and businesses use informal speech when speaking to juniors, so you would sound insulting if you use informal speech to the wrong people. Characteristics of informal speech. So number one, the plain form of the verbs and adjectives is used. So plain form of a verb might be tabemasu. We would change that to taberu. Number two, also da and datta are used instead of des and deshita. That is the plain and the plain past tense of des or deshita. Number three, words and particles are often omitted. So sometimes you'll hear someone say something and you'll think, oh, hold on, they didn't put the particle in there. That's just a casual way of speaking. For number four, particles such as yo, wa, no, and kana are often added to the end of the sentence. And finally, number five, questions are formed by doing one of the following. A rising intonation alone, for example, nani, doko, iku, itta, ikanai, or the addition of no after verbs, for example, doko e iku no, ikanai no. So in this case, not on the end of a sentence is indicative of a question. So what do those particles on the end of the sentence mean? Well, generally, yo is used to add emphasis, and it's quite similar to an exclamation mark in English. Wa is usually used only by females, and it's similar to yo in that it gives emphasis. As we've seen, no is a soft way of marking a question, and it is actually derived from a casual style of desu ka, which is something we'll look at later on. And finally, kana is one of the expressions used for uncertainty. It can be translated as I wonder something in English. It is a casual expression and used quite often in conversation. So that's about all for this one, but if you have any questions or comments, please let me know.